So what is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of my top 5 plays of the week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Obviously we're going to be doing it weekly as well. Please do bear in mind these are my top 5 most played this week. So let's jump into the mods. So guys, to kick it off with this episode, we're going to be jumping in with Luna. This sword is absolutely beautiful. I think that is probably one of my favourites to date for weapons, if I'm perfectly honest. It just goes with everything. We've done a couple of videos this week and a lot of people have asked me, what is that weapon, what is that blade you're using? It looks really damn sexy. Well, this is actually the blade. It's not actually that massive in popularity. I don't know why. I mean, it's only a 32 rating of 5 stars, which it is. Obviously, I personally have rated it myself. This is the weapon that we've seen in loads of my videos as well, and you only see this one a lot in the other videos as well, because it just goes with nice simple armor, sort of like the clad armor, sort of the clean armors as well that we usually would do, Stormlord Armor, and a few other different armors we've showcased in the week. This is obviously the blade we've used in them as well, and a lot of people have asked. So this is obviously that blade. Really do enjoy it. I'm obviously going to show you, well, there should be some footage now of me playing around with it in game as well, just showing you what it looks like as well. The damage isn't too bad on this weapon at all. I really do like it. You can bump it up. I think there's 2 different variations of the same look-alike. Obviously you got the black and the silver, but 2 different variations of being one. You can have obviously an extra one-hander, so you could have 2 variations of these in each hand, or you can have a giant one, which is going to be a 2-hander. Stormlord Armor, we've done this one as well on the channel this week. Make sure to go and check that out for a full mod review on that one. It's absolutely beautiful. I really do love this armor. It's nice and clean. This armor is actually at the base at the beginning of the game. Once you get thrown onto the carriage as one of the prisons, if you look to your right, the main person of the Stormcloaks is actually wearing this armor, so it's nice to see that they've taken it from that particular scripted bit at the beginning and actually made it into a fully fleshed armor. Now we can actually play it. Obviously you see on screen now, it does look really damn clean. It's very nice to see. Obviously this is forged armor as well, so you're going to need to have the ebony smithing perk to create this as well. As I said before, guys, if you want to see a full mod review of this particular armor, then obviously check out the channel. Silverstead, an absolutely amazing mod. I cannot wait to review more of these of the same author. These mods are absolutely awesome. There's a few different variations, and obviously we're going to be covering them next week as well. But I spent a lot of time doing this one, as I said in a prior video, or if it hasn't come out, it'll obviously be next week. But I've done a video for this. It is absolutely insane. I really have enjoyed this one. Basically, you have a small settlement of land. You buy the land for a very small sum of money. I think it's about 2,000 gold just in general. And then you can basically start building your own sort of small village. I wouldn't say it was a town, but a small village, and it's going to cost you a few bit of materials, some pennies and everything else, but basically it's your own settlement. Now that's what it includes. It includes loads of different things as well, sort of like player safe storage. I think there's a manor for yourself as well. There's an inn. There's NPCs that have marketplaces. It's absolutely awesome. If you haven't checked out any of the authors and mods on this, grab this one to start with. You know, maybe get into it, get a feel for it. It's very hard to describe. Obviously, you want to see a full video review on this entire mod, then obviously you're going to have to wait till next week, which I believe is going to be Monday's video. So after today, it'll be out tomorrow. Absolutely awesome. I've spent a lot of time on this one. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff as well. It's kind of like, I like to review a mod, maybe miss a few different things and then come back to it. If not, then obviously we have that discussion in the comment section below. But no, this is a really good mod. I really did enjoy this. There's so many things you can obviously customize and sort of take away from this as well, but also, as I said before, there are loads of different other ones as well in different various locations, so obviously we're going to be covering those as well. But this one is absolutely awesome. Spent a fair bit of time on it, as you can see on screen now. There's loads of different customization menus to do with each and every single building, outside and inside as well. So yeah, that's probably a good one to start off with as well. SeeEnchantments. This mod is absolutely awesome. Basically says what it is on the tin. It is absolutely awesome. I really am enjoying this mod. I've actually used it throughout probably the whole week, if I'm perfectly honest. I actually like using this. It's kind of like one of those Dave's poses on Fallout 4. It's kind of one of those things you actually need for as a modder. So for me, I like to showcase sort of the armors or the weapons at the end of the video. I like to add a little bit of flair if we're using sort of armors. So for instance, with an armor, I'd use a weapon, any particular weapon, it doesn't really matter, and then I'd love to put an enchantment on it themed around that armor. And this has been absolutely amazing. We've covered loads of vampire armors, and I've actually used sort of the shock spell on sort of the 2-handers that we've run around with, and it's actually awesome because it doesn't sort of enhance ever so slightly. It actually puts a massive difference on the weapon, so it's really kind of nice to see. Basically, it doesn't actually require anything. Obviously, if you are just sort of enchanting your weapons daily, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, grab this one. And last but not least, guys, we're going to be doing the Darkwater player home. It's absolutely awesome. I really did enjoy this. It's absolutely beautiful as well. If you're looking for a small sort of settlement with a few different extra added bits onto it, then in the hills, obviously, then this is going to be the home for you. It has a ton of different things, from a small log cabin. Obviously, you've got secret waterfall entrance and cave. You've got 2 blacksmithing sections, 2 alchemy tables, 2 enchantment tables, tons of storage, mannequins, smelters, the whole shebang. It's obviously even got a secret dungeon, which we actually explored on the last video. If you want to check out a full mod review of this video, then go over to the channel, have a little look. I obviously did miss a few different things. There's just so many different things in this. I obviously got a bit overwhelmed with it and actually missed a few different things. Got flamed in the comment section below. That is fine. Obviously, if you want to check it out yourself, then go and grab it, because it is just so awesome. I really did enjoy this mod. I think I'll be keeping this one as well. It's kind of out of the way. It's kind of one of those mods that you don't actually know about until you actually go there. So for me, you know, I might set up camp here, who knows. There's a few different variations, but I just love the fact of there was a dungeon that came with this. It was an awesome player home that came with it as well. It wasn't one of those TARDIS homes where it looked really small on the outside, and when you get in there, it looks absolutely massive, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's absolutely awesome. It's the views as well, absolutely stunning, especially from the Skyrim Remastered edition. Absolutely awesome. Guys, grab this one. So I hope you guys did enjoy my top 5 for this week. If you did, make sure to hit me up with a like. Let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed any of these from the week, and let me know what you've been playing the most of this week as well. But until next week, guys, Killerkev and Killerkev out.